No, it's not offensive for your kids to dress up as the characters from K-pop Demon Hunters this Halloween. If the only argument happening in the back seat of your car lately is whether you're going to listen to Golden, Soda Pop, or your idol first, Mom votes for your idol, for what it's worth. It's likely that at least one of the children in your life wants to be a character from K-pop Demon Hunters for Halloween. I think I know 17 girls and counting who plan to be Rumi, and the same number of parents desperately scouring the internet for Rumi costumes. The craze is understandable. After all, the HUNTR/X women are easy to love. The only problem: your family's culture has no connection to K-pop. If you were about to click purchase on that Rumi costume, but stopped yourself because it occurred to you that it might be inappropriate, or even cultural appropriation, to let your non-Korean kiddo dress up as one of the characters from K-pop Demon Hunters, we understand your confusion and we're here to clear it up. Experts, including Maggie Kong herself, have already weighed in on this issue, so here's the verdict. Why K-pop Demon Hunters Halloween costumes aren't cultural appropriation. Maggie Kong, the movie's Korean writer and creator, subtly shared her feelings on X back in July. Voice actor Alan Lee, who voiced Mystery Saja, posted that he'd seen conversations online about people being worried about dressing up as characters from K-pop Demon Hunters due to ethnicity. He wrote on X, "I just wanted to say, cosplay is for everyone." Kong then reposted Lee's post along with a thumbs-up emoji, effectively lending her support to folks from all backgrounds dressing up as these charismatic heroes and villains. Ha-Young Woo, Ph.D., a professor of sociology and director of the Institute for Asian Studies at Portland State University and whose research focuses on modern Korean society and culture, agrees with Kong and Lee's take. Rather than worrying about cultural appropriation, Woo says, if their children would like to dress up as either HUNTR/X or the Saja Boys for Halloween, parents should appreciate the culture that's been introduced to them through the film in such a creative and inspiring way. How to ensure your child's costume is respectful. You found a great Mira costume for your kid, just like they wanted, with the blessing of the movie's creator. But even though you now know dressing up as characters from K-pop Demon Hunters isn't cultural appropriation, you might still want to approach your child's newfound interest with respect. For instance, you should explain to your child that it is not respectful to use face makeup to make their features look more Korean. They might also be excited to learn more about Korean music or fashion. In that case, you might encourage them to head to your local library and gather a few age-appropriate books on the subject. However, you should remind them that while reading about Korean culture is one thing, dressing up on Halloween as what they perceive to be a generic Korean person by attempting to approximate their traditional attire, like a hanbok, similar to what one might have done in the past in the appropriation of Native American culture on Halloween, could easily veer into offensive, disrespectful, or cultural appropriation territory. Why so many kids want K-pop Demon Hunters costumes this year? Although there are many pop culture elements of this movie that may feel universal, the teens going absolutely bananas for their favorite pop stars, for instance, the clothing and some elements of the plot, including those which reference mythology, are respectful nods to Korean culture. For example, Woo explains, in their performance of Your Idol, the Saja Boys wear black hats, jackets, and coats. This costume is reminiscent of what messengers from the underworld who guide souls to the afterlife would wear in traditional Korean mythology. But audiences connect to the characters for reasons that are grounded in themes that kids from anywhere in the world. The members of HUNTR/X take a proactive stance against evil, using their powerful voices and strong messages to banish demons through their music, as Woo explains. So, let your kids dress as their favorite characters, and perhaps embrace their love for K-pop Demon Hunters as an opportunity to go to the library and look up a little bit more about the traditional influences beneath the extremely catchy songs they love so much.